Did we like it? Guess you have to wait and see. Hello, everybody. I hope you had a great weekend. It is Tazzz, and this is a special reaction is due to a PayPal donation request. So we reacted to her on the channel once, maybe twice before. I don't really recall, but was very impressed with her, hearing her for the first time. And it's Charlotte Summers, but she's doing a cover of Teddy Swims' song "Lose Control." Now, we've reacted to "Lose Control" by Teddy Swims on this channel, and that was the first time I heard from Teddy Swims. So now I'm going to hear this song sang by someone different and a female. I'm curious to know in a moment, will it have, a different touch or meaning because it's coming from the opposite sex? So we'll see. But I love it when somebody puts their own inflections and makes a song that's already out their own and things of that nature. So we'll see. I only heard of her once or twice, so we'll see. But anyway, this PayPal donation request goes out to the amazing, the awesome, Cool Hand Clint. Thank you so much, Clint, for everything that you do for the channel and for just loving our channel, period, because it's humbling knowing that people take times out of their busy lives to come to our channel. So thank you so much. So yeah, we represent music appreciation. Please make sure that you support these musicians. Just imagine if it was you, wouldn't you like support? If you're not able to buy their music, then you can do the gift of free, which is subscribing to them and liking their song. This is Charlotte's personal YouTube channel. As you see, we already subscribed because we practice what we preach. But let me hit like because I haven't heard the song yet. So I'm hitting like now. I'll put the links in the description so you can easily go there and do the same if you haven't done so. And then subscribe to us second, please. If you haven't done so, which if you haven't done so, what the heck is wrong with you? So subscribe, smash those notifications because we upload frequently throughout the week. Also, always check out our community tab and for shorts because you never know when something's popping up and it could even be a contest. So anyway, here we go, and I will commentate more afterwards.
Something's gotta hold me lately. No, I don't know myself anymore. Feels like the walls are all closing in and the devil's knocking at my door. Out of my mind, how many times did I tell you I'm no good at being alone? Yeah, it's taking a toll on me. Try my best to keep from tearing the skin off my bones. Don't you know I lose control when you're not next to me? I'm falling apart right in front of you. Can't you see? I lose control when you're not next to me. Yeah, you're breaking my heart, baby. You make a mess of me. Problematic. Problem is I want your body like I feel like a bad habit. Bad habits start to break when I'm with you. Yeah, I know I could do it on my own, but I want that real full moon, bad magic, and it takes two. Problematic. Problem is when I'm with you, I'm an addict, and I need some relief. My skin in your teeth, as if forest through the trees got me down on my knees, darling, please. Oh, I lose control when you're not next to me. I'm falling apart right in front of you. Can't you see? I lose control when you're not next to me. you're breaking my heart, baby. You make a mess of me. I lose control when you're not next to me. Oh, I'm falling apart. I lose control when you're not next to me. Yeah, you're breaking my heart, baby. You make a mess of me.
She did that. I'm showing my cards early. Well, my bopping around, you probably guessed that too. So, um, the richness in her voice, the purity, like one part she reads like a little shrill or screech, which sounded so beautiful. Like she was really feeling the song. Now, let me say something right now. Sometimes I like to try to say things to prevent hearing certain comments that I just get annoyed with, like that gnat or fly at the barbecue that you're just like, get out of here. I know that Teddy Swims is Teddy Swims, and I know that Charlotte is Charlotte. So when I say that I love both of their version of the song, Teddy's the original. I'm assuming he's the original singer. And in her doing a cover of Teddy's, both sound beautiful. Of course, I'm going to compare in my own mind. I think that's a normal thing to do, to compare. But I'm not saying that, oh, Charlotte was better and she blew Teddy out the water, or vice versa, that Teddy blew her out the water. Teddy is Teddy with his own distinct voice, masculine, her own distinct voice, feminine here. And she put her own little inflections in there and her little Charlotte isms and stuff, and all these vocal gymnastics and stuff. And she had that passion with the finger movement and stuff. Like, I love all that. I mean, because there's people that I've seen who will stand like a statue at a microphone, beautiful voice, but they're not moving. I've seen that in life. And then I see people who give you the emotion, the emphasis with their fingers or their head sways or something that just makes it that much more emphatic. It's sort of like a sentence. You have a sentence that ends with a period. You can have the same words in a sentence that end with an exclamation mark. That's my point. She gave this some feeling. So just know that, because there's too many people, and I don't mean just for Teddy. I'm giving an example, but there's other artists that we have reacted to, and then we hear somebody else sing the same song. And when we say the word compare, it's like, uh-oh. So you're just going to have to deal with it. Comparing is not an insult to the other singer. Or if you say, oh, someone sounds a little bit like somebody, that's a compliment. At least in the United States, it's a compliment. And then you might surprise yourself and find out that they actually idolize the person that I said they sometimes sound like. So I'm just throwing it out there because it's in my brain. Now, in this case, it's a little bit different. Like, she doesn't sound like somebody else, or he doesn't sound like somebody else. But I'm using this still as a comparison of they sang the same song. And I remember the song because it wasn't that long ago that I reacted to it with Teddy Swims. And she sang it her way, and I just loved her version. I love his too. So I love them, I'll say equally, but in its own distinct way. So yeah, I'm getting preachy right now. So just remember that. Hopefully that will prevent anybody with some comment saying, how dare you compare? It's normal to compare, but I know Teddy's Teddy. I'm not like confused. And I know Charlotte. All right. So there you go. See what happens. So I love this song because this is a relatable song. Like, if you haven't heard it by Teddy at all, or her, it's one of those songs that's relatable, and it's something that you should be mindful of, because this is like a song about you loving someone so much. You're so in tune with them. You're so like one. But then when they're not around, you feel like you're losing control, and that you're not in your right mind state. You feel like you're just crumbling and breaking away. That you don't feel whole. Now, that's wonderful and beautiful that you love somebody so much that you feel detached to an extent. But at the same time, it's not healthy, because, I mean, is it so severe that they can't even go to work without you like yearning and and pining over them and being sad? Or is it something more long term? Like, I often wonder, like, when people are in the military, that's got to be love because they're in the military for months, maybe years at a time, and you're in a relationship. Like, I was never good on long distance relationships. So it depends, but so it's good and bad. Like I said, it's good that you love somebody so much that you're in tune with them and you just feel not the same when they're not around. But if it gets to a point where it's like debilitating and you're sad or whatever, then that's something to think about. Like, is that really a healthy relationship for you? And then you have the other spectrum. If it's toxic, there's some people that are afraid to be alone, period. So they want to be in any kind of relationship, whether it's good or it's bad. That's scary. Like, if you're willing to be in a bad relationship and you know it's a bad relationship, but you just don't want to be alone. Like, being alone to you is more debilitating and hard than being in a toxic one. And that's really, really unfortunate. I'm no medical person, but I would say if you're in that boat, that you should seek some type of professional help. Let me tell you, there's nothing wrong with having a good old slice of humble pie. And what that basically means is that it's okay to ask for help and to feel that you need someone to help you. We can't do everything alone. There's some things that somebody needs help with. Trust me. You can't do everything alone. Even if it's getting a loan from the bank, that's help right there. So just don't think, and I don't care what your upbringing is, I don't care what it is. Even in the army, the army there, they train strong people, but you don't have one person going into the line of fire alone. You have the whole team. So whatever it is, at some point you need the help of others. And if this is a situation where you're in a toxic relationship, but you don't leave it intentionally because you hate being alone, you should seek professional help. No shade, no judgment. It's for your own betterment to because you're stuck with yourself 24/7, and you shouldn't be in a headspace where you're sad and depressed and traumatized for things like that. So yeah, so it's a very relatable song, and it's like the good and the bad. Like I said, it's wonderful to be loved. I'm imagining we all want to be loved, and knowing that someone loves you so much to some point is wonderful. But again, it depends on that line. When you cross a certain line, everybody's line might be different. Like, oh my God, they love me so much, but they're texting me 20 times a day. Like, that's a little too much love. So you know what I mean? So let us know in the comments if you can relate to this, if you've been in this situation, or if you know somebody that's in this situation to whichever extent. But I'm glad that they have a song about it. Because I mean, like I said, it depends on the intensity, whatever the line is. If it's just low key cutesy, oh, I love you too, and it's nobody's being hurt or nobody feels pressured, but it's just I'm thinking about you, wonderful. But for anything that's not, check into that. So in any event, thanks so much for hearing me out. Let us know your thoughts because I really want to know what you're thinking about this. I don't know what else to say. So I loved it. Like, you saw my movement. It was real movement. Um, so uh when I feel a song, like sometimes it just moves me and it takes over and I have to move. And then there's some songs I react to where they're more of a cerebral song and it's so emotional that I might not move much, but I'm thinking in here, my brain's moving, and I'll let you know in song. So this must be the video for me to just tell people that I like to sometimes say things on a video to prevent some comments of coming through that are just like ludicrous. So this song had me moving. I loved it. I felt it. Just her visuals. And then one time she like when she said you, her fingers were like that. It almost looked like 3D. I'm a freelance web designer, so I don't know if it's that I really look at visuals and movements and things in the background because it's not always just about the person. Um, I do like this was her. She was the focal point though because her background was just like gray. But I like that sometimes when you have a simplistic video because you have nothing to focus on but this performer. There's no other shiny objects in the background, if you will. So yeah. So let us know in your comments if you like this song. And it's totally fine if you do say in the comments, oh, I like Teddy's version better or I like Charlotte's better. I don't care because it's your opinion. Like it's great that you like either the same equally or if you like one better or the other. To me, it's no shade towards the other person. It's just like I like steak and I love salmon. Sometimes I'm in the mood for steak, sometimes in the mood for salmon. But guess what? I still love both. So that's what you should take it as. So anyway, yeah, this is the video just to say all that. But anyway, this comes with a part of our video. We always do our thumbs up pass if we like a song and thumbs down ask if we don't like a song. I loved it. She did her thing. I wish her continuous success. I wish every artist continuous success if they're trying to do something out there in the world and they're reaching people in a positive way and they're resonating with people in a way that gets through to them. No matter what the genre is or if it's happy or sad song, as long as it doesn't make them like do something wild and chaotic or they're destroying stuff, that's different. But if it's a song that moves you in some way, I wish them continued success. And yeah, that's it. This is me. This is Tazzz in Philly, real and authentic. So anyway, thank you so much for tuning in and let us know your thoughts about the song in general. And I want you all to take it easy and keep it breezy.